The coffee was scalding, dark roast, 2 sugars, no cream, the way I'd been drinking it for 30 years, only this time it wasn't in my mug. It was on my face, my blouse, dripping onto the immaculate marble of my son's kitchen floor. Gloria, son's mother-in-law, a woman who wore passive aggression like expensive perfume, stood across from me, the empty porcelain cup still in her hand. Her expression wasn't anger, it was satisfaction. A quiet, vicious triumph. "Oops," she said, her voice sugary, clumsy. My son, Ben, stared frozen by the refrigerator. His wife, Chloe, looked at the floor. Neither moved. The silence was broken only by the drip, drip, drip of coffee from my chin onto the tile. I didn't wipe it away. I let it burn, let the stain set. "You should go clean up," Gloria purred, setting the cup down carefully, as if it were a trophy. "That silk will be ruined." I looked at my son. His eyes were wide, apologetic, but his feet were rude. He was 30 years old and still afraid of this woman who'd raised his wife, still desperate for her approval, even as she humiliated his mother in his own home. "Ben," I said quietly, "did you see what happened?" He swallowed. "It was an accident, Mom. Gloria, didn't I?" Gloria cut in, her smile widening. "Maybe your mother shouldn't have criticized my granddaughter's nursery. Pink is a perfectly lovely color. I hadn't criticized. I'd asked if they'd considered a neutral palette. Question, that's all." But to Gloria, every word was a battle. Every visitor wore. I reached for a dish towel, not to wipe my face, but to wrap the porcelain cup. "Evidence. What are you doing?" Chloe asked, finally speaking, preserving the crime scene. I said, my voice calm despite the burn on my skin, "In case I decide to press charges for assault." Gloria laughed a light, tinkling sound that made my jaw tighten. "Assault. Over spilled coffee. Don't be dramatic, Helen." I turned to my son. "I'm leaving." "Mom, wait, no," I said, cutting him off. He stood there. You watched. You choose who you defend, Ben. Today, you chose. I walked out, coffee drying sticky on my neck, the cup wrapped in the towel like something fragile and dangerous, in my car. I didn't drive away immediately. I sat in their driveway, watching through the big bay window as Gloria patted Ben's shoulder, consoling him, as if she were the victim. My phone buzzed. A text from Ben. "I'm sorry. She's just under stress with the baby coming." I didn't reply. Instead, I scrolled to a different number, one I hadn't used in 2 years, since I'd retired as senior vice president of First Regional Bank. "Marsha," I typed, my fingers steady despite the tremor in my hands. "I need a favor. A compliance check." Gloria pressed all accounts. Marsha Reynolds had been my protege. Now he was head of financial compliance. He replied in seconds. "For you, Helen. Anything." "What am I looking for?" I looked at the coffee stain blooming across my blouse. At my reflection in the rear view mirror, a 58-year-old woman with a reddened face and cold eyes. "Everything," I texted back. "Every irregularity. Every shortcut. Every dollar that shouldn't be where it is." Because Gloria didn't just throw coffee. She threw her entire financial history in my face every time she flaunted her new money. The Sutton European vacations, the designer handbags that appeared monthly, the cash purchases of property. A woman married to a mid-level manager shouldn't live like royalty unless she was cutting corners. And I knew corners. I'd spent 30 years making sure people didn't cut them. My phone buzzed again. Marshall already found something. Suspicious transfers to an offshore account, flagged last month but overlooked. I smiled. It felt foreign on my stiff, coffee sticky face. Gloria thought this was about nursery colors. It was about balance sheets, and I was about to audit her entire life, starting with the one thing she valued more than her dignity, her money. Marshall's report arrived at midnight. It wasn't just suspicious, it was blatant. Gloria and her husband had been siphoning funds from his company's operations account for years. Falsified invoices, ghost employees. The offshore account was in the Caymans under her maiden name. They'd gotten lazy, arrogant, a kind of carelessness that happens when no one's watching. But I was watching now. I printed every page, highlighted every discrepancy. The total, just over $2 million. Not enough to be a master criminal, but more than enough to be ruined. The next morning, I didn't call Gloria. I didn't text Ben. I sent a single email to the compliance department of her husband's firm, attached the first 3 pages of the report. No message, just the facts. Then I waited. It took 4 hours. My phone rang, Gloria's number flashing. Her voice was shrill, stripped of its usual honeyed calm. "What have you done?" "Good morning, Gloria," I said, stirring my tea. "Is there a problem? My husband's office is being audited. The bank froze our accounts." "You did this." "Didn't freeze anything," I said calmly. "Banks do that when they detect fraud. It's protocol." She was breathing hard. "You think you're clever? I'll tell Ben you're harassing us. I'll ruin your relationship with your son." "You already tried that," I said. "But Kavi, this is just the follow-up." Silence. Then a whisper. "What do you want?" "I want you to understand something," I said, setting my cup down. "When you threw that coffee, you weren't just attacking me. You were showing my son that his mother could be humiliated in his home, that his loyalty should be to you. So this is revenge." No, I said. "This is education." I hung up. Ben called 10 minutes later. "Mom, Gloria's hysterical. She says you're trying to destroy her family." "Is that what she said?" I asked. "Did she mention the $2 million? The fake invoices? The Cayman account? Thy Linus?" She threw coffee. "Ben," I said softly. I threw light. "Now everyone can see what she really is." Is it true?" His voice was small. "The evidence is in their bank statements," I said, "which, as of this morning, are empty." I could almost hear him thinking. The good son, the peacekeeper, but also the man who'd watched and done nothing. "What happens now?" he asked. "That's up to her," I said. "And you?" I hung up again. The coffee stain was still on my blouse, hanging in my laundry room. A dark, angry blot. I didn't need to remove it yet. First, I needed her to understand some stains don't wash out, and some debts, they empty you completely. Gloria showed up at my door the next evening. No designer handbag this time. No smug smile. Just red-brimmed eyes and trembling hands. "They've seized everything," she whispered. "The house is in foreclosure. Our cars are being repossessed. I didn't invite her in. And your husband? Arrested this afternoon?" Her voice broke. "You ruined us." "No," I said, leaning in the doorway. "You've ruined you." I just turned on the lights. She tried to muster anger, but it came out as a plea. "Call off the audit. Tell them it was a mistake. The coffee on my face wasn't a mistake," I said. "The smug little smile you gave my son afterward wasn't a mistake. You wanted to show me my place." Consider the lesson returned. "Ben will never forgive you for this." "Ben," I said quietly, "already watched you assault his mother and did nothing. I think we're past forgiveness." Her composure shattered. "What, do you want an apology?" "Too late for that," I said. "But there is something you can do. Anything." I handed her a printout, the bank's final notice. "A 0 balance on every account. I want you to look at that number. Then I want you to remember it every time you think about throwing something at someone who's done nothing but exist near you." She stared at the paper, her hand shaking. "You're cruel." No," I said. "I'm thorough. There's a difference." I closed the door. Didn't watch her leave. My phone buzzed. "Ben," she told me what you said. "Is it true? About Dad's job?" I sighed. He still called him Dad, even after everything. "Your father," I typed back, "knew about the fraud. He approved the invoices. His signature is on every page." 3 dots appeared, disappeared. Then, "She's moving in with us." I didn't respond. Some choices can't be fixed with words. A week later, the story made the local news. Local manager arrested in embezzlement scheme. Gloria's face flashed on screen, pale, haunted. I turned off the TV. That Ben came over that weekend alone. He looked older, tired. "She's sleeping on our couch," he said. "Cries all night. Chloe's a wreck." I handed him tea. "And you?" "I keep thinking about the coffee," he admitted. I just stood there. "You can't change that," I said. "But you can change what you do next." He looked at me. "Did you have to destroy them?" "I didn't destroy them," I said. "I stopped them from destroying themselves further, and maybe saved your family from being their next funding source." He flinched. Had he already given them money? Robbie. We sat in silence for a long time. "I'm sorry," Mommy finally whispered. "I know," I said. And I did. The coffee stain never came out of my blouse. I didn't try very hard. I keep it in my closet. Reminder, not of what she did, but of what I learned. Some people throw coffee to feel powerful. Some people follow the money to find the truth. And sometimes the most powerful response isn't throwing something back. It's revealing what was already there, hidden in plain sight. Gloria threw coffee in my face, so I showed her the bottom of her own bank account. Turns out some burns are temporary. But a zero balance that lasts forever.